if there's any questions that you would like to ask, we will clear that down. Some persons would have said to me in various communities is that when they take the vaccine, it will change them. They will turn to animal and all sorts of things. But all those persons who would have taken the vaccine, you saw no changes in them. They are very well alive and well and moving with you. They also said to us, some of the men, that they heard that the vaccine causes impotence. I'm here to tell you, sorry, no. All those men who would have had that vaccine are actively sexual and there is no problem. Some of them are even getting babies very quickly. So just ensure that you clear the doubts and myths in your mind and receive your vaccine so that you can be fully immunized. So ladies, when you get home, when your husband say, we can't have sex because I just had COVID vaccine, tell them that's a lie. And vice versa for the women. Right? Yes?
I have a question when you get full immunization. Because I saw CDC saying something but not wearing masks anymore. Is it possible that you can still you can get the virus, but it's just that your body is better able to deal with it, so you can still transmit it? I know the research probably is not fully out, but what have they said so far on that?
Well, we would have heard that some countries are saying that when you take the vaccine, you don't have to wear the mask and you don't have to do all of that. But like I said, everywhere has their own different way of dealing with things. We in Guyana, we understand that we are a socializing people, and we want to safeguard ourselves by continuing to wear our masks and washing our hands and so on.
Okay. Just to add what Nurse said, in America, they moved to the person that was fully vaccinated don't have to wear a face mask. The reason being, they are way ahead of us in terms of vaccination.
In terms of percentage of the population?
Yes. Right. In order to achieve herd immunity, you need at least 80% of the population.
80?
Yeah. So once we could reach to 80%, maybe then we could start telling people, okay, it's safe enough to take off your face mask. However, we are a long way from there, so we have a lot of work to do. So I think that should clear up the doubt.
Yes, that's one part of it. And with all regular vaccines, remember when we take the children to clinic when they come home after receiving a vaccine, how they will be, that's how you as a big person will also. For some people, they have no problems at all.
It all has to do with how your immune system responds to the vaccine. So for everybody, it's going to be different. Yeah, so most persons experience different side effects.
And I want to say to you also, some persons are very much afraid of needles, right? It's just a little handspike and you go to the hospital. Feels like a little handspike.
I noticed abroad they're giving vaccines to pregnant women now. Is that starting in Guyana?
Well, what we would have been told, those frontline workers who are pregnant and need the vaccine, we give them, but for the others, we don't.
Not yet. Yes. Okay. So why?
Well, you know, some people will tell you that I am pregnant, I don't want the vaccine. We are not going to force that on the pregnant women. But if they need it, we give it to them.
Okay.
So what we look at in this case, we look at the risk and the benefits.
Yeah.
So if you have a high risk of contracting COVID in for example, frontline workers, the risk would overweigh the...
So it has nothing to do with affecting the child?
No. So far from all the studies, it doesn't affect the unborn child.
Does the child have antibodies when it's born if the mother is vaccinated? Do we know yet?
I don't think we have any information. Maybe the other countries that were started earlier.
We don't look for that now.
Because 9 months hasn't passed yet since we started here again, so we won't be able to say.
I have a question, right? So, let's just assume I'm positive. I was tested positive, right? I'm not saying I have it, but how long can I wait in order for me to take the vaccine after I was tested positive?
Okay, so previously they have told us that persons would have waited at least 90 days. Now you can have it as much as early as 2 weeks.
So
Once you're asymptomatic, once you don't have any symptoms, and you would have completed the period, you can take the vaccine. That's the latest protocol.
Yeah.
So are you guys doing tests after, so if a person is treating COVID, after you treated them or whatever the case is?
Yes, for we, like you said, like nurse said clearly, after the first shot, you will be 100%. You can still contract the virus and still transmit it. So we have had a few cases right here in the district. Persons took the first shot of AstraZeneca and they were tested positive for COVID. However, they did not develop severe symptoms and didn't need hospitalization. So that shows us that the vaccine is doing it. That's our objective. That's how the vaccine works.
When if a person tested COVID, COVID positive, right, and they were treated, after the 14 days, would there be a test?
No, we don't. Once you're asymptomatic, you'll be clear. Well, according to research, they said once you complete the 14 days, you wouldn't shed the virus, or which means you cannot transmit it. So that we wouldn't go testing unless you continue with symptoms after the 14 days. Maybe we would consider repeating the test.